You know, I know a lot of people in Winston-Salem are excited about that guy. They also have receiver Sage Surratt, Kenneth Walker at running back, and then at D end, they got a kid named Carlos Basham at line or at the end. He's not bad. He was I think he was all ACC junior. Yeah, he was an all ACC selection last year, and they got good linebackers. And so me and Gabby Uruccio were talking months ago that this could be this is a scary game.
Agreed.
And I have no problem saying that. This is a game that really, really scares me. And honestly, right now, at this very second, I'm trying to decide if I'm predicting a loss or not.
Okay. So I'm not going to predict a loss. However, I want to put the team on notice that this is a trap game and a half. And if you're not focused, it will be a loss.
Yeah.
I'm believing in our guys. You know, I'll say it. This is a game that we could easily lose, but I'm believing in our coaching. I'm believing in the leadership of guys like De'Aaron King and Jalen Phillips, and Mike Harley. And I think that we pull this one out. And I think we grind out a tough win. Let's go 31-28. You know, actually, this is a great time. I'm going to say that our guy, Jose Borregales, hits a game-winning field goal in this one. 31-28, thanks to our guy, my fellow Star Wars nerd, Jose Borregales. So.
All right, Marsh, what are we going to do? Oh, God. All right, I'm ready. Okay. 28-24 Wake Forest.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Oh, God. It just came out.
You just lost like 300 followers on Twitter, Marsh.
It just came out, man. I'm going 28-24 Wake Forest. I predicted 3 losses in the season. I said that we're going 8-3 with this new schedule, and I'm sticking by it. And okay. Wake Forest was one of those teams that I could see us losing to. And at this moment, right now, at 8:22 p.m., it feels like a loss.
Okay. Well, if going with that line of thinking, you probably just eliminated us from the ACC championship game.
Well, I didn't, and I've been telling people this. I don't, especially with Notre Dame, who, I mean, they're supposed to be good every year, but I think Notre Dame has a really good squad this year. Yeah. I'm telling people that if we make it to Charlotte, then I will be dancing in the streets, like doing the Soldier Boy, doing the 2-step.
Yep.
I will be dancing my ass in the streets, but I don't know what it is. This Wake Forest team, they're scary. They're scary. Yeah. I don't even know what a Demon Deacon is. They've always just been a little frightening to me. And they have an underrated program over there. I think a lot of people don't realize that they've had 4 straight winning seasons. Just because I feel like whenever they're on national TV, it's against Clemson. And the last 2 years, Clemson has beaten them each time like 58-0.
Yeah.
And but who wouldn't like that to Clemson?
Yeah. They're beating everyone 58-0. So
yeah. Okay. So you have them, the Canes, at 8-2 right now. This is the first game that we've disagreed on.
Yep.
And we don't disagree on much.
No.
But you have them at 8-2. I got 7-3 heading in to our final regular season game of the 2020 season at home. And we've talked about this game a lot on this podcast. Final regular season game, senior day, December 5th, UNC at Hard Rock.
Well, here's the deal, man. So UNC is coming down to Hard Rock. I'm going to do you know how cold it is in December in North Carolina? I need to Google that.
It's chilly. It gets chilly.
So
it's cold. But
yeah,
if we were in December, I would predict a loss.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's 50 degrees on average. That's what Google's telling me in Chapel Hill. So they're going to come down into some high 80s, low 90s weather. And we are going to hit 100 plays in this game on purpose because Rhett Lashley is going to gas these dudes, and that's how we're going to win. That we are going to play fast and violent and aggressive on offense.
Ooh, that gives me chills.
Yeah, and we are going to score in the 40s. And Sam Howell is still going to have a decent game, but Jalen Phillips is gonna rattle him a few times. And I'm going to say that we're going to win 48-31.
Okay.
And finish 9-2.
Okay. Give me a few minutes before prediction time.
Okay.
Because we got to talk about this team. Obviously, Mac Brown is doing a great job over there. I think he's about 114 years old, but I mean, he's recruiting his ass off. They went 7-6 last year, and everyone knows what happened last year against UNC. It was
17.
It was a killer. It broke my heart. We got off to a really, really slow start. Sam Howell, they connected on a long touchdown pass, and we fell behind like 10-0 early. Somehow, some way, we clawed our way back. Will Mallory catches the touchdown late in the game to take the lead late in the fourth quarter, and then 4th and 17.
Yeah.
4th and 17.
We got gouged by a high school quarterback, man.
Yeah, and they score 28-25. We drive the field. There was a play on that final drive where Jaron had D. Wiggins, and it looked like PI, but if Wiggins is a step ahead of that, it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
And we drive down the field a little bit more, and Bubba Baxa misses a field goal. When he lined up to take that field, it was like a 49, 50-yard field goal, and he had already missed like two kicks heading into that final one, and I didn't even watch it. I ran into the other room, and I told my brother, I'm like, bro, I can't do it. Just let me know what happens. And he walks in about 30 seconds later. He goes like, I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah.
Horrible.
So what?
It was awful.
What was your confidence level going into that kick?
Zero. Going into that game, I didn't think we were going to win. All that whole offseason heading into it, I predicted that game as a loss. Yeah. And everyone was like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, Sam Howell, like, we're going to kill him. And I told everyone that, and I am on record saying this. I'm like, just watch, we're going to lose. Yeah. In the offseason, I said, guys, like, if we're 0-2 to start this year, don't be surprised. And everyone goes like, oh, you negative piece of shit. And I'm like, just wait.
Yeah.
And then after the game, I tweeted out, I said something like, you going to listen to me now?
Yeah.
And I got torn to pieces.
Yeah.
People were not happy.
Well, tell us why we're going to win this time, though. Because I know you're coming with a W right here.
I am. Let me say this first. I really like Sam Howell. And I know that you're skeptical about him. But I really, really like Sam Howell. I think he's just a really good quarterback. And I think a lot of people overlooked last year just because he's in the same conference as Trevor Lawrence, things like that. And his team, they only won about 7 games. But Sam Howell had a hell of a freshman season as a true freshman. And they got good receivers, Daz Newsome, I think his name is Dwami Brown, and then Javonte Williams and Michael Carter at running back. At linebacker, Chaz Surratt, who is a former quarterback, is killing it at linebacker.
Yeah,
he was one of the best players, one of the best defensive players in all of the ACC, 115 tackles and 6.5 sacks. He is a really good linebacker, and they got 3 really good linebackers. They got him, Toman Fox, and Jeremiah Gamel. There's a reason why UNC is going into this year with a ton of hype.
Yeah, they did lose 3 defensive backs that opted out.
Mm-hmm. Which is great to hear, which is wonderful. So, and I think by this game, I think there's going to be fans in the stadium.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be like a full capacity, but I think there's going to be fans in the stadium. And I think that a lot of players on Miami, that loss last year hurt a lot more than some of the other losses. And they are going into this game with it's like a bunch of wild animals with food right in front of them, and they're just being held and they're just waiting to be released. And if we can come out and just beat the hell out of these guys, just pressure Howell. If you pressure Howell, like shut down the run game, completely eliminate it, and put pressure on Howell. We do that, we win the game. We just can't allow ourselves to be beat by Sam Howell. Just like last year. Howell got, he was confident after that long touchdown pass in the first quarter, and he played really well against us. I don't think he threw an interception, and he tore us up, threw for over 300 yards, I think it was. Yeah. So this is going to be a very, very big game for our defensive backs and our secondary. But if Phillips and Roche do their thing, we're going to win.
Yeah.
This game is Sam Howell against De'Ara King.
Yeah, and I've just pulled up UNC schedule, so they are coming off of a Notre Dame game. Yeah, so that's a gauntlet to end the season.
And we are not going to complain about that one bit.
No, sir.
Okay, so what was your prediction one more time?
48-31. Yeah.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, like I said, man, I think we run over 100 plays this game. I think we use the South Florida heat to our advantage, and this is the game that it does the most. Because it'll be a 40-degree swing for the Tar Heels coming down to South Florida, and we're just gonna gas them.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, prediction time for Marsh. 34-20 Canes.
Cool. I like it.
I love it, man. I really, I feel confident about that pick. I'm ready to go do some push-ups and sprints. I really think, and you and I have talked about this a lot, and we are both in the agreement that we're going to win this game. I think that this is one of the biggest revenge games on our schedule, perhaps the biggest, and it's the last regular season game. I think it's going to just be a culmination of how far this program has come in a year. Especially if we lose the week prior at Wake Forest, the week prior at Wake Forest. This is going to be a very, very big game because you don't want to end the regular season 7-4. I think 8-3. If you can finish the regular season 8-3, there's no reason why you shouldn't feel good.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Your prediction, we're at 9-2 after this game, and if we're at 9-2, I'll kiss you right on the mouth.
I might let you if we go 9-2.
But this is a huge, huge game. I think that both teams are going to be in the top 25 when these two teams meet. Originally, we were supposed to meet on October 24th, and I really liked that date just because I think that Miami could have been undefeated going into this game, and same with UNC.
Yeah.
And that would have been a very, very big game. By this point in December, you never know how both teams are going to be, leading up to it. But I see UNC having a good year. I think that both teams probably end the year at 8-3.
Okay.
And this is going to be I can already feel it. It's going to be a big game. And even if UNC has struggled, this is the game that fans are going in and say, I want to kill UNC. I want to destroy these guys.
Yeah.
And so I feel a win. I feel it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna win too. For all those reasons. I think this could hopefully be a cultural turning point.
Yeah, this is gonna be a big game because for so many reasons. Just like you said, this is a cultural turning point, and I really like that. Like UNC, Mac Brown, Sam Howell.